Hey guys, Skax here, and welcome to Top 10 Apple Products. Now, this top 10 isn't necessarily going to be the most selling or the most customer satisfaction, just what I think is cool. So number 10, the Apple TV. I've played around with one. I don't own one, but the school has like heaps, one on every TV, and they're so fun to play with. The remote, it fits so well in your hand. I haven't tried the Siri remote. I've only touched the old one, and you can barely even notice that it's there. Number 2, Macs. Now again, I don't have one, but the school has one. They're fairly old, but that's like part of the thing. They're fairly old and they've lasted a while. Next one, MacBook. Again, I don't have one. School has one. The school doesn't have one. The school has a lot. The teachers have one. They're pretty fun to play with. They're not new by any means. They're fairly old, but they're still cool. I'm back. My iPad just ran out of storage, so now I've got to use this one. So next one, Apple Watch. Again, I don't own one, but I have played around with them. One of my friends owns one. They actually feel really good. Now, we're not just doing hardware for this list, we're also doing software. So, tvOS. It's by no means revolutionary, but it's cool. It's cool. Next one, watchOS. Honestly, I'd probably say it's better than Android Wear, but they have their advantages and disadvantages respectively. macOS. It's cool. I don't know. Well, I might do like a Windows versus Mac versus Chrome OS video sometime, and then like a watchOS versus Windows OS for the Microsoft Band versus everything's running out of storage. Next one, iOS. I've already done an iOS versus Android video, and iOS is just so simple to use, and I love it. It's awesome. Next one, iPads. Whether it be the Mini, the Air, or the Pro, they're all great. And number 1, obviously, the iPhone. Now, I don't own one myself, but I know plenty of people who have one. I've played around with the 7, the 7 Plus, the 6, and even some of the older ones like the 3GS and the 5. And I've played with the SE as well. They're cool. And I would say they are the number 1 best Apple product, also the best selling. Alright, thanks everyone so much for watching. If you like, there's a like button down there. If you agree with my list, there's a like button down there. If you don't, tell me in the comments what you reckon your list would be. And I will see you in the next one. Make sure you check out my Patreon. Tic Tacs out.